Good evening, dear viewers, and welcome. This is Olaerts for the Global News Network. Your eyes on the world. Tonight's broadcast will be dedicated to half a century of unification wave, the geopolitical movement that started in 2022. And without wanting to cause undue suspense, we will have a special announcement to make at the end of this broadcast. An announcement that will address the world's current fears and uncertainties. Bear with me as I take you on a tour of the key moments in history that define this era. March 2022. The majority of EU member states sign off on a principal accord of unification, and the idea of Europa as first true mega-nation was born in a Strasbourg office. In a secret summit in early June 2023, in the former United States of America, the groundwork for the federation was laid. The former USA, Canada, Mexico, Panama, and Israel forged their own version of the 2022 Strasbourg Accords. 2060. Although not the birth of a mega-nation, the creation of the Church of the One God and its corporate branch, One God Incorporated, was a memorable milestone in this era, but more on this topic later. Before we dive right into the main news topics, a word of thank you to our sponsors for this special episode. Let's not forget to look at what is going on today in the world, as I take you through the first of tonight's headlines. Yesterday, in a devastating wildfire in downtown Joburg, a swath of destruction left over 80,000 laborer-class citizens dead. The new shantytown in District 88 was leveled utterly and completely. Local authorities fear arson may have been the case of this disaster, although no suspects have been identified as of yet. Our thoughts go out to the victims and their families. Earlier today, Xiaofeng Agriculture announced bankruptcy on its last plot of naturally forested area. Ever since, the principal team of scientists has been busy writing its paper on alternatives. Leading scientist, Professor Dr. Yi-Sun Hawei, explained in her treatise that all hope now rests on the Stage 8 hydroponics facility in Baofan. Eco-specialists are calling for another global summit, but prime advisors to all countries involved have yet to be convinced of the profitability of such a summit. Although the CERN Large Hadron Collider has been in the last stages of deconstruction, a lot of activity has been reported in the last weeks. Both Federation and Russian Confederacy have sent high-ranking military officers. Europa has declared all meetings sealed to the public after assessment by Glocon. In our unification special, one specific date in the last 50 years has been the cause of much celebration. Also, sadly, of much grief. I'm of course referring to the highly unexpected and controversial revelation by the Universal Church of God in late 2060. Although it's been more than a decade ago, we were forever changed. Please follow me to that fateful day in 2060 as former Glocon CEO Armand Dauphin reveals his new client, OGI.
Brothers and sisters, the long waiting is at. On this day, at this very moment, our 144 days of contemplation and study have finally come to an end. And what an end, ye faithful. In this building, we have cast aside doubt and confusion. In the days to come, you will all receive summarized information on what has been revealed in these halls behind. Where there were once many voices crying out the same celestial song in so many tunes, now there is only one glorious hymn of truth. Our Lord has chosen this era to finally reveal His presence inside all the scriptures hold. Whether you're Christian or Muslim, Hebrew, or Buddhist. All of you have shared the same divine spark for so long without truly belonging. Your local shepherds will provide you with a clear overview of the insights that have been revealed to us all. Evidence of the Lord's plan that He, in His wisdom, has finally chosen to reveal. All of you have wandered, lost in a labyrinth of our making. It is us, your spiritual guides, that have led you astray. We have failed you. We have led you on so many different roads, all while clinging to our own singular, misguided vision of the Lord's light. So arrogantly assured that each of us alone carry the Lord's truth. This religious fracture will be healed today. It will end now. No more will the faithful be divided, nor will we seek refuge in musty temples and churches. The Lord has announced His will to be seen again, and the world will see us, brethren and sisters. It will see us united as one, as He has ordained it.
To conclude our regular broadcast, these are the final headlines for tonight's news. At 8 a.m. this morning, another OGI building has been targeted by the same unknown assailant that has already claimed over 5,000 lives in the last year. In Mogadishu, 8 regional faith managers were found crucified in their offices. Peace officers are on the scene to investigate further. OGI has yet to make a statement. A spokesman from Neuhausen Reclamation addressed the Assembly of Nations yesterday behind closed doors. The theoretical reports that were discussed in our natural resource special last week were corroborated. Our moon is no longer safe to mine. Current efforts have severely destabilized the structural integrity and even the orbit of our principal natural satellite. Our only hope of a stable and clean new home now lies beyond our solar system. Justin, Masamoto Robotics has been forced to close down its first official Android production line in Osaka. Inside information is scarce at the moment, but we have reason to believe that the much-awaited autonomous AI that was going to power the commercial androids is the cause for this unexpected setback. Dear viewers, as promised earlier in this broadcast, we have an exclusive for you. It is with careful hope and great expectations that the assembly of mega nations together with OGI and various independent factions worldwide will give form to a One World initiative. Although the exact location is a secret, we were informed that this will be an assembly of the world's foremost political, economic, and intellectual leaders. All potential obstacles to a unified Earth will be addressed. We have it on good authority that a permanent ceasefire to all religious splinter groups may even be possible. In more than one way, mankind's future will be in the hands of those present. To have nearly all prime decision makers together under one roof is an unprecedented occasion. We hope the results of this initiative will give humanity something to look forward to again. These are some of the dignitaries that will attend according to our sources. The leaders of every mega nation, as well as representatives from the African Council. The de facto leaders of all major monetary institutions. A selection of the world's most revered celebrities have been asked to co-host the event. Several of the world's foremost writers and theorists on science and science fiction have already hinted at their involvement in the event on social media. We will inform you of further guests and speakers as soon as we receive confirmation of their presence. We hope, along with you, dear viewers, that the generations to come will have a record of this event as the crowning achievement of the Unification Wave, a true and supported safeguard for our future as a species. As always, dear viewers, we wish you a good night. This was Olaerts for the Global News Network. Your eyes on the world.